I'm here today in Whistler with Zoey.
Hey guys!
And I'm so excited because she just arrived for a conference I'm co-hosting tomorrow, all about decluttering and getting laser focused. So I'm really excited for that.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be incredible.
Oh yes. So most of you know me, but if you don't, I'm Jane Stoller. I'm a life biz organizer, and I'm so glad that you landed on this channel. For the best organizing advice and hopefully inspirational tips, please hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. Now, I have 3 questions for Zoey.
Yes.
Okay.
Go for it.
So tomorrow we're probably gonna get more into this, but you write books about minimalism.
Yes.
And I've asked you this before, but in terms of, you know, we have a lot of, it's really tough being a minimalist, right?
Yes.
And what do you say when people go into your space or they say, oh, you're a minimalist, you have so much stuff, or you're like, how do you answer that? Because I have that question asked to me all the time.
Yeah, well, I just go by the philosophy that if I love something, I'm choosing to invite it into my space. So I am very selective, and in that way I consider myself a minimalist, because I'm not going to invite something into my personal space, into my closet, into my life, whatever it may be, if it's not serving me and if I don't truly love it. Because if something is in your space and you don't love it, it's actually taking something away from you. It's taking up energetic space, physical space, whatever it may be. It's causing clutter in your life. So if people confront me about that, which does happen, yes, like I have pillows on my couches, I have pillows on my bed, dress pillows even, and pictures on my wall, I just say I love it. I love every single piece in here, and it was hand chosen and intentional.
Yeah, I love this, and I believe in the same philosophy because I love to shop and it's never gonna stop. But what I have, I believe that I try and shop now with more intention. So my second question is all about manifesting your dreams. So I know you're really big on this.
Totally big on this.
We both. I love Gabby Bernstein's books, and you read them?
Yes, yeah, love them. The universe has your back.
Exactly. So for myself, I've been manifesting books since I was 6 years old. I wanted to be an author. And for yourself, how did this come about in terms of manifesting your dream life?
Yeah, so I mean, I can use the example of books as well. So I always had this idea that I was going to be an author one day, and this hasn't yet manifested, but a New York Times bestselling author one day. It was always on my vision boards growing up, and yes, it's always been on my mind. And how I manifested my books and my book deal was quite interesting, because when I took the leap to move to Rome, I had one of my bosses was giving me a difficult time as I was making that transition out of corporate, and I said, you know, well, you're gonna go to Rome for a year, and what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna come back? All this stuff. And I just said, I'm gonna write a book. And then I left. And then I just kept that intention in my mind that when I go to Rome for this 1 year, might as well take the time to write a book, because I'm gonna have a lot more free time that I'm not slaving away at my desk. And I wrote my book, and then a publisher actually just emailed me through my inbox about a video that I had that went somewhat viral on YouTube, and asked if I could write a book on it and sign me for a 3-book deal. So it just happened just like that. Intentions, and then keeping it in your mind and being open to all the possibilities.
I love that. I love being open to the possibilities. Great tip.
Yeah.
Okay, my last tip, I'm gonna go a bit deep, or my last question, is much more on, because I had a hard time, and I still do, people ask me what I do, and I say a life biz organizer. It sounds fluffy. I always thought I had to be a CEO or a VP of a big company. What do you say when people ask you what you do?
Yeah, so I'd say I'm like a Jane of all trades. That's what I say. But I am a life coach, an author, a YouTuber. I do a bit of freelance digital marketing as well. So I'm always just open to opportunities, and I love to work with all different types of people, and I love to just exercise my creativity. So I do give all those examples depending on what type of conversation I'm having with people. But you know, when I do say YouTuber, when I do say life coach, a lot of people have a lot of questions like, what is that? Or like, how do you make a living from that? And I think it just comes down to just stating like, this is my passion, and this is where my creativity is, and I've worked hard to get to the place that I'm at, and I can say that I'm living my dream life. And even though it's unconventional, it's pretty fantastic for me. Oh, I love it. And one of my big pieces of advice is whatever your passion is, never devalue it. Yes. Whether it's an idea for a business, a hobby, a side hustle, it'll be worthwhile to somebody, and never devalue that passion. So I love that.
And thank you so much for being in the video today.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Jade.
And you'll be seeing some videos from our Unleash conference, and also next week I'm going to be sharing my entire handbag collection. So it's not minimal, but I love every piece of them, and when I don't love them, I declutter them. So stay tuned for that next week.
Can't wait. Bye.